Stop right there. Why are you still not speaking fluent English?
You've studied for months, maybe even years, but still stuck?
The truth will shock you. Your problem is not English.
It's HOW, you are learning it, and today we will fix it.
Welcome back to Talk Smart English, the podcast where we help you speak English with confidence and sound smarter every single day. Let me ask you something. Have you been learning English for months or maybe even years, but you still freeze when it's time to speak? You know a lot of vocabulary, you understand grammar rules, and you can even read English quite well, but when someone says, "Can you speak in English?" suddenly your mind goes completely blank. If this sounds like you, then today's episode is exactly what you need.
And honestly, you're not alone. Millions of English learners around the world are facing the same problem. They spend hours watching English lessons, saving vocabulary lists, and studying grammar books, yet they still can't speak English fluently. The good news is that the problem isn't that you're bad at English. In most cases, you're simply learning it in the wrong way.
That's right, Jack. Today, we're going to reveal the real reasons why your English isn't improving, and, more importantly, we're going to share simple and practical solutions that can help you finally start speaking English with confidence and fluency.
So, if you're tired of saying, I understand English, but I can't speak it, stay with us until the end of this episode because today's conversation might completely change the way you learn English.
Grab your notebook, get comfortable, and let's discover why you still can't speak English fluently and how to fix it. This is Talk Smart English, and we're getting started right now. Let's start with one of the biggest reasons people can't speak English fluently: the fear of making mistakes. I meet so many English learners who actually know a lot of English, but they don't speak because they're afraid. They're afraid of using the wrong grammar, pronouncing a word incorrectly, or being judged by other people.
That's so true, Liba. In fact, I think fear is a bigger problem than grammar or vocabulary. Many students stay silent because they want every sentence to be perfect. Before they say even one sentence, they're already thinking, wow, well, what if I make a mistake? What if people laugh at me? What if my English sounds bad?
Exactly. And because of those thoughts, they never get enough speaking practice. The strange thing is that making mistakes is actually a normal part of learning any language. Think about children. They make hundreds of mistakes when they're learning to speak, but they keep talking every single day, and eventually they become fluent.
That's a powerful lesson. Fluency doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from speaking again and again, making mistakes, and learning from them. Every fluent English speaker you admire today has made thousands of mistakes in their journey. The difference is that they didn't let those mistakes stop them.
So, if you're listening right now, here's a simple challenge for you. Stop trying to speak perfect English. Instead, focus on speaking confidently. Even if your sentence isn't perfect, say it anyway. Every time you speak, you're improving your English.
Remember this: your mistakes are not proof that you're failing, they're proof that you're learning. The more mistakes you make, the closer you are to becoming a confident English speaker.
And once you stop being afraid of mistakes, you'll notice something amazing. You'll start speaking more, and the more you speak, the more fluent you'll become.
I think a lot of our listeners can relate to that. They have 10 different English apps on their phones, hundreds of saved lessons on YouTube, and notebooks full of vocabulary words. But when someone asks them a simple question in English, they struggle to answer.
Exactly. And the reason is simple. Watching English and studying English are important, but they are not the same as speaking English. You cannot become a fluent speaker just by collecting information. Imagine trying to learn how to swim by only reading books about swimming. At some point, you have to get into the water.
That's a perfect example. Speaking is a skill, and every skill improves through practice. If you want to become a better football player, you play football. If you want to become a better driver, you drive more. And if you want to speak English fluently, you have to speak English regularly.
I know some learners who spend 2 hours every day studying grammar, but don't spend even 5 minutes speaking. Then they wonder why they still can't speak confidently after months or even years of learning.
Here's a simple rule that can change everything. Don't just be an English student, be an English speaker. After learning 5 new words, Make 5 sentences with them. After watching an English lesson, talk about it in English for 2 or 3 minutes. Turn your knowledge into practice.
Because the truth is, fluency doesn't come from how much English you know, it comes from how much English you use. The more you speak, the more natural the language becomes.
So stop collecting English like a hobby and start using English like a skill. That's when real progress begins.
Let's move to another very common reason why people stay stuck at beginner or intermediate level. Translating from your native language into English in your mind before speaking.
Yes, this is a big one. Many learners first think the sentence in their own language, then try to translate it word by word into English. And by the time they finish translating, the moment to speak is already gone.
Exactly, and even worse, this habit makes your English sound unnatural. Because every language has its own structure, its own way of expressing ideas. So when you directly translate, the sentences often become confusing or incorrect.
For example, in many languages, people might say something like, I am having 20 years, and then they try to translate it directly into English. But a natural English speaker would simply say, I am 20 years old. That's why translation slows you down and also affects accuracy.
The real goal should be to start thinking in English, even with simple ideas. At the beginning, it might feel slow, but over time, your brain adjusts and you start forming sentences naturally without translation.
A good practice is to describe your daily life in simple English in your mind, like, I'm going to school, I am eating breakfast, or I need to finish my work. This trains your brain to respond directly in English.
So remember this, fluency is not about translating faster, it's about thinking directly in English. Once you break the translation habit, your speaking speed and confidence will improve automatically.
Now, let's talk about a mistake that most learners don't even realize they are making: inconsistent practice. Many people start learning English with full energy. They study for a few days, maybe a week, and then slowly they stop practicing.
Yes! And then they come back after a long gap and feel like they've forgotten everything. That's because language learning is not something you do once in a while. It needs regular practice, even if it's just a small amount every day.
Exactly. Some learners think they need to study for hours to improve. But the truth is, consistency is more powerful than intensity. Even 10 to 15 minutes of daily speaking practice can give better results than 3 hours once a week.
And the problem with inconsistency is that your brain never gets used to English. One day you practice, then you disappear for days, and your progress resets again and again. It becomes like starting from zero every time.
That's why many people feel stuck for months or even years. They are not failing, they are just not consistent enough. Fluency comes from repetition, habit, and daily exposure.
A simple solution is to make English a part of your daily routine. Speak a little in the morning, maybe describe your day in English, watch a short video, or repeat useful sentences out loud. Small daily actions create big, long-term results. So remember this, you don't need perfect study sessions. You need consistent practice. Even small steps every day will take you closer to fluency.
Now that we've talked about the problems, let's focus on the solutions. And the first and most powerful solution is building a daily speaking habit. Because fluency doesn't come from thinking about English, it comes from actually using it every single day.
Absolutely. The biggest shift you can make is to stop treating English like a subject you study and start treating it like a skill you live with daily. Even if you don't have anyone to talk to, you can still practice speaking alone, and that alone makes a huge difference over time.
Yes. For example, you can start your morning by simply describing what you are doing in English. Say things like, I'm waking up, I'm getting ready, or today I will complete my tasks. It may feel simple, but it trains your brain to think and respond in English naturally.
And another powerful method is to talk to yourself while doing daily activities. When you're walking, cooking, or cleaning, just describe your actions in English. At first, it might feel strange, but after a few days, it starts feeling normal, and your confidence slowly builds.
The key is repetition. You don't need complicated sentences, you just need consistent speaking practice every day. Because fluency is not built in one big moment, it's built in thousands of small moments like these.
So instead of waiting for the perfect teacher, perfect environment, or perfect time, create your own practice environment. Speak a little every day, and you will see how quickly your English starts improving.
Remember, your voice is your best English teacher. The more you use it, the stronger your fluency becomes.
Remember, your voice is your best English teacher. The more you use it, the stronger your fluency becomes. And the truth is, people don't judge you for small mistakes as much as you think. Most of the time, they are focused on understanding your message, not analyzing your grammar. So even if your English is not perfect, your communication still works.
That's why you should allow yourself to be imperfect. Say the sentence even if it's not 100% correct. Fix it later, learn from it, and move on. Because every fluent speaker you admire today was once an imperfect learner.
So here's the mindset shift. Don't aim for perfection, aim for progress. The more you speak imperfect English, the closer you get to natural, confident fluency.
And remember, fluency is built in conversations, not in corrections. The moment you stop chasing perfection, your English starts to grow faster than ever.
Now let's move to our final solution. And this is something that can completely change your English journey. Creating an English environment around yourself. Because if English is only something you study for a few minutes a day, your progress will always be slow.
That's right. Fluency grows faster when your brain is constantly exposed to English. You don't need to live in an English speaking country to create that environment. You can build it right where you are, using simple daily habits.
For example, start by changing your phone and social media settings to English. Watch English videos, listen to podcasts, and try to follow content where English is used naturally in conversations, not just textbooks.
Yes, and one very powerful method is active listening. Don't just listen passively, pause, repeat sentences, and try to say them out loud. This helps your pronunciation, vocabulary, and speaking confidence all at the same time. Another great idea is to surround yourself with English thinking. Label objects in your room in English, describe your surroundings in your mind, and try to think in English during small parts of your day. This slowly trains your brain to accept English as a natural language.
The key idea here is immersion. The more English you see, hear, and use in your daily life, the faster your brain adapts. It stops feeling like a foreign language and starts feeling familiar.
So don't wait for a perfect English environment. Create it yourself. Because when English becomes part of your daily life, fluency stops being difficult and starts becoming natural.
So today we talked about the real reasons why you still can't speak English fluently: fear of mistakes, learning too much but speaking too little, translating from your native language, and inconsistent practice. And then we shared powerful solutions to fix all of these problems step by step.
And if you take just one thing from today's episode, let it be this. Fluency is not about how much English you know, it's about how much English you use. You don't become fluent by waiting. You become fluent by speaking, even when you are not perfect.
Exactly. Stop overthinking, stop waiting for the perfect moment, and start using the English you already know. Because every sentence you speak, even with mistakes, is pushing you closer to fluency.
I remember confidence is built through action. The more you speak, the more natural English will feel. So don't hold back. Start today, not tomorrow.
And to everyone listening, we challenge you: speak at least a few English sentences today. Describe your day, talk to yourself, or practice with a friend, but just start speaking.
If this episode helped you, make sure to subscribe to Talk Smart English podcast and share it with someone who is struggling with English fluency.
We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep speaking smart English.
Goodbye and take care.